Kristy Bamu was 15 years old in 2010. It was around Christmas time when him and his 4 other siblings would go visit their older sister, Maggie, and her fiancé, Eric, in Newham, East London. Kristy and his 4 siblings would arrive at their sister's house from Paris. They hadn't seen their sister in about 2 years, so they were very excited. They would also get to meet her new fiancé, Eric. Now, the first few days, everything was going great. Everyone was laughing and having a great time. Until suddenly, Eric started accusing Maggie's siblings of witchcraft. Kristy was very confused by the accusations and began pleading against them. This would anger Eric. A little backstory on Eric. He was raised in the Congo by his father. His mother had passed away during his childbirth. His father held deep traditional beliefs about witchcraft, or what they call kindoki. Now, he would root these deep beliefs in Eric as a child as well, and taught Eric the evils he believed that lied within them. This is where our story takes a very violent turn. Eric's father also told him that the only way to get a witch out of a child was to make them pray constantly, sleep, water, and food deprive them, mutilate them, and severely attack them. Another part of this belief is that the children are said to feel no pain from everything you do to them while the witch is in their body. So after Eric accused the children of being witches, that's when they would endure 4 days of pure agony. Eric would start by depriving them of food, water, and sleep, followed with severely attacking them, and he'd force them to pray almost constantly. He would also force the children to turn on each other. Now, everything would escalate even further when Kristy urinated on himself during one of these attacks. Now, in Eric's beliefs, urinating the bed or on oneself is a form of possession. And at the same time that Kristy urinated on himself, the other siblings would confess to being witches, and it would make the torture easier on them. But when Kristy made the same claim, it made Eric believe that Kristy is the one who brought the witch into the house to begin with. Eric would escalate even further with the attacks on Kristy and begin severely mutilating Kristy. He would use knives, hammers, bottles, and floor tiles. You can look up some of the things he used, and it's pretty gruesome. Viewer's discretion is advised if you choose to do so. Now, one of the recorded attacks that Eric did do on Kristy that I was able to find, he would hit Kristy in the face with a hammer and knock out a lot of his teeth. Not a lot is really on the internet about what exactly took place in the house. Just we know that they were severely tortured. And Eric was constantly accusing Kristy of bringing the witch into the house. And the sole purpose of that witch being in the house, Eric believed, was to unalive him. Now, Eric would call Kristy's parents a few days later on Christmas Eve and tell them that if they did not come and get their son, that he was going to unalive him. During that night, Eric would force the children to clean up the mess that he had made while playing loud music and screaming at them. Neighbors would call local authorities to make noise complaints, but the local authorities would never go out and officially check on any of it. After hours of torture, Eric and Maggie would force the children into a bathtub and begin giving them ice baths. This was believed to cleanse the children. That is when Kristy, who was exhausted from all that he had endured, the sleep deprivation, the torture, everything, would fall asleep. And he would fall under the water surface and drowned. Prior to his unaliving, his older sister recalls him begging to be left to rot. Now Magali would call 911 after they realized that Kristy was unresponsive, but it would be too late. Now the trial would unveil some things that would make Magali just as guilty as Eric. She would state in the courtroom that the children deserved what was done to them. Magali had no emotions while talking about the things that were done to her siblings, which I honestly believe she was probably part of it, because she believed everything Eric was telling her, and you can see that in the trial. Also, a witness would be brought in. Her name was Naomi. She was a friend of Eric and Magali's. She would tell the jury about how Eric and Magali had believed 2 years prior to all this that she was possessed and would do the same thing to her. Magali would be sentenced to 25 years in prison, and Eric would be sentenced to 30. Now this case is very sad. What are your thoughts on this case? Now before the other day, I have never heard of this story. I'm just curious, what other crazy stories are out there like this one that I haven't heard of? Comment down below. Again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.